Hi everyone, this is Amy and I am so excited to talk to you about one of my favorite blends by doTERRA. It's all about pain relief. And I don't know about you, but when I'm in any pain, I'm just not that happy. So I love that we have a natural form of pain relief because a lot of products that a lot of people use, from the drugstore or even from your doctor, there are a lot of negative side effects. And so I really have enjoyed turning to more natural solutions because it's healing and it's all natural and it's safe for your family. So this one is called Deep Blue. Hopefully you can see it. Deep Blue Soothing Blend. And it includes such a powerhouse of oils. So they have wintergreen and peppermint and blue tansy, blue chamomile, osmanthus, and helichrysum. All of these oils are known for their soothing properties individually, but then imagine the synergy of them all working together and helping heal your muscles, reduce inflammation, and giving you amazing relief. So this is truly, it's a little bottle, it's a 5 ml bottle, but it packs a punch. I want you to notice the lid. Compare it to another lid. This is frankincense and this is Deep Blue. So this is a protection lock. So this one is not for internal use, and doTERRA just has this on some of the oils just for an extra safety precaution. So that's the Deep Blue. You're gonna love it. You can just put a couple drops in your hand with some coconut oil and rub it on a sore muscle. And if you're experiencing a lot of pain, you're gonna wanna do that often. Like if it's really intense, maybe even every 20, 30 minutes, right? If it's just a milder thing, you might just need to do it a few times a day. But that's the difference between oils and like a prescription medication, that oils you want to use less oils, but more often throughout the day, okay? And that's what's going to get you the most bang for your buck, okay? So I want to show you, it's really nice to have oils on the go, right? So doTERRA has the Deep Blue in a roll-on. They have two different roll-ons actually, one that's already pre-diluted and then one that's not. So that one that is diluted is called Touch, okay? So that's really convenient because you can just have this in your purse and just wipe it on. This is also, since this is the one that's diluted, you can easily give this to your kiddo. Like let's say they're experiencing, some growing pains, or perhaps they came home from sports practice and they're like, this hurts or this hurts. And you can be like, here you go. And they can just whoop, 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 apply it themselves. So you can teach them to be advocates for their own health, which I love. My very favorite way to use Deep Blue is in the Deep Blue Rub. I am in love with this so much actually that I buy it in bulk. It's so great. I love having that in my bathroom, and just when anyone stops by and if they need a squirt of it, they can just take a little squirt. And it really does just take a little pea-sized drop. So that's all. I wish you could smell it. Isn't it delicious? And so you rub that and then put that on the back of your neck or wherever you're having the pain. I had like several car accidents in a row a few years ago and was dealing with a lot of whiplash and just really intense pain. And I went to see a chiropractor and a physical therapist for many years. And I spent a lot of money and a lot of time on that. And while it provided me some relief, to be honest, I think the oils have provided me so much more support. And it's really helped heal those muscles. So the difference between this and let's say like Icy Hot or Bengay, they might initially you're like, oh yeah, that feels kind of similar. And then quickly you'll realize like, no, this feels a lot better, a lot like you can just feel it going into your body and really helping your body heal itself. Because that's the biggest difference is those, like Bengay and such, a lot of those are just meant to provide relief right then, right? Our goal with like Deep Blue Rub or any of the essential oils is not just to provide relief right then, but to help like give the body what it needs to help heal itself. And so these oils in the oil, like the oils in the rub, are going to help heal those muscles. So eventually you're going to have that recovery. Your body's going to learn to repair itself. So it's truly amazing. I love it. Seriously, you have to have this. It's a must-have. Just this weekend, one of my dear friends, he's a firefighter, and he, in that kind of work, you're picking people up or, you're just in all kinds of weird positions, right? And he really hurt his back very intensely. And he used some of the Deep Blue and he was like, oh my God, like that really helped a lot. Like I can move again. I'm like, I know. So perhaps if you have a man in your life, because for some reason men take a little bit longer to accept essential oils in their life, Deep Blue is often the oil that get men to like, oh wow, these aren't like snake oils. These actually work, you know, and you're gonna be like, I know. So definitely Deep Blue is just a must have. If you have anyone in your life or yourself, if you're an athlete or if you work long hours at a computer or if you work long hours in manual labor or standing up a lot or if you're picking your kid up a lot or just if you live life, right? You're bound to have some aches and pains and you're gonna love this. Sometimes what I do is if it's more intense pain is I'll put the oil on first and then I'll layer it with the Deep Blue wrap, okay? And speaking of intense pain, if you're dealing with either chronic aches and pains or if you're like maybe you're training for a marathon or maybe you're just going through life and you're dealing with just the everyday soreness that some people deal with, this is the Deep Blue polyphenol complex. And remember I told you earlier that the oil is not to be taken internally, right? So this is not the oil in it, okay? But it is an internal way that you can help your body heal itself. It includes, it's called the Deep Blue polyphenol complex, okay? And if you look at the back, there's all the ingredients on there. But what's really cool is it has, significant proprietary ingredients in there. For example, there's an extract of frankincense. It's an Indian frankincense, and it's actually patent pending because of the fast-acting relief from that extract. It also has curcumin and several other ingredients. Definitely check this out and then Google it, and there's so much research on the inflammation relief, the antioxidant support, the immunity boosting, so many powerful, this is good stuff, really good stuff. And I wanted to make sure you knew, if you add this to your lifelong vitality supplements, you'll save a lot of money on it too. So again, that's the Deep Blue polyphenol complex. So let's go through that again, because there's quite a family of Deep Blue, right? So there's the Deep Blue oil, and then there's the roller ball. There's two different kinds. Okay, so we'll hold those up. And then there's the rub, and then there's the rub, and then the Deep Blue polyphenol complex. So I look forward to hearing the relief you are having for your friends and family and yourself with Deep Blue. Talk to you soon.